welcome back to my channel. So for today's video, we are going to be going over my whole second trimester, guys. This is going to be my second trimester recap. I can't even believe I'm already in the third trimester. It's just crazy how fast this pregnancy is going by. I have 2 months left until we're going to be expecting baby girl, so it's just flying by. But I got a lot to share with you all, so I wanted to sit down and do a second trimester recap. I did do a 20-week pregnancy update video, so I will go ahead and link that here if you want to go ahead and watch that, because some of my symptoms in that video, I will be going over them again, just in case if you didn't watch that video. But I'll just briefly be going over everything that happened leading up to 20 weeks and then after. So I hope you guys are all super excited for this video. If you are new here, go ahead and click that red subscribe button. I do anything from motherhood and lifestyle related, and I would love for you all to join the fam, and let's get started. So first off, I am 29 weeks today. The baby is the size of a head of cauliflower, so she's probably about like this big. And I am feeling her like everywhere, guys. I'm currently weighing somewhere around 170 pounds. I started this pregnancy at 150, and my doctor's appointment was last week. I was 169, so I'm sure I've gone up since then. I'm probably about like 171 or 172 right now. And the second trimester is starting at 13 weeks all the way to 27 weeks. So I am officially in my third trimester. I'm just gonna briefly go over everything that happened basically leading up to 20 weeks. So at 13 weeks, that's when I started feeling better. My nausea started going away. I started getting more energy back. I do also have a first trimester recap, so if you guys haven't watched that video either, I will also link that right here. That way you guys can go ahead and check it out. So the second trimester, I started feeling a lot better. I also started to get my little bump. So I would say I started showing mainly around 12 weeks. I'll go ahead and insert a picture right here. That way you guys can see how my belly has progressed by the weeks. I haven't been taking pictures every single week, which kind of sucks. I kind of regret it now, but it's okay. I'm happy I'm at least like taking a lot more pictures than I did when I was pregnant with Jaden. But I do kind of wish I have been taking pictures every single week. So I do still experience a lot of the same symptoms that I mentioned in my 20-week pregnancy update, such as heartburn, cramps, shortness of breath. I get the shortness of breath like really bad. Weird dreams, you know, just pretty much all of those same symptoms. But I have been experiencing a lot of new symptoms that I never experienced when I was pregnant with Jaden, such as Braxton Hicks. I never had Braxton Hicks when I was pregnant with him. I pretty much get it every day too. Some days it's a lot stronger than others, and then other days it's just kind of like tightness or whatever. Even during my 3D ultrasound, which I'll tell you guys a big story on that later on in the video, but during my appointment I actually had a Braxton Hicks contraction. Even the ultrasound tech was like, "Are you having a contraction right now?" And I was like, "I think so, because I'm starting to feel like a lot of pressure." And she's like, "Yeah, your stomach is like super tight right now." And then like she started moving the thing around. She's like, "Oh, there it goes." She's like, "Back to normal." So I have been getting Braxton Hicks. To me, it just kind of feels like a tightness in my stomach. Like it doesn't hurt super bad, but then there are days where like it'll hurt mainly underneath. I feel it even like in my back too, and everything will just get like really tight. So it's gonna be interesting to see like when I actually go into labor, how am I gonna be able to tell the difference between Braxton Hicks contractions and regular contractions. But having gone through labor, I think I already know when the real contractions are gonna start. I was induced with Jaden, so this pregnancy is gonna be totally different. I may or may not get induced. I might be laboring at home, so it's gonna be kind of interesting to see like how I'm timing my contractions and like when I'll be able to tell if I'm like in active labor or not. Another symptom that I got in the second trimester, which I pretty much had like all the way throughout the second trimester, but it has gotten a lot worse now. I would say after 20 weeks is like when it really started getting bad, but I believe it probably started around like 17 or 18 weeks, is back pain. So I get really bad sharp pain on my outer thighs, my lower back, and then my lower belly. So pretty much every morning when I wake up, I feel like an old lady. I'm like crawling out of bed and I'm just like, oh my gosh, like in so much pain. And this is also something that I've never experienced with Jaden. My pregnancy with Jaden was so easy. This pregnancy is still not super hard, but it's very different. All of the back pains and everything like that, I didn't really even experience with Jaden up until I was in labor with him. So trying to get sleep at night and everything like that has been a little bit of a struggle. I did start using my pregnancy pillow. I got the pregnancy pillow, I think when I was like maybe like 12 weeks pregnant. I actually put it in my attic because I didn't think I was gonna use it, and I didn't really think it was that comfortable, but now I love it. Like, that is the best thing for me right now because it has helped me a lot with like any kind of like back pains or achiness, like anything like that. It does help me get really comfortable at night. Drew says that he loves it too, like he basically cuddles with it as well. So I'll show you guys which one I have. I also wanted to mention that I do have a Amazon storefront now. I have been working on it for probably like the past couple of weeks, and I have the pregnancy pillow on there. So if you guys were to have purchased the pregnancy pillow off of my Amazon storefront, I would earn a small commission. So that'd be super cool if you're looking for a pregnancy pillow. I do like it now. At first I did not like this pregnancy pillow, honestly, because I didn't really know like how to sleep with it, but I use my regular pillow with it. So I put the pregnancy pillow down and then I put my regular pillow on top of it. I just find that I need to have like my hand like underneath the pillow as I'm sleeping, and with just the pregnancy pillow alone, I wasn't really able to do that. So this is the huge pregnancy pillow that I have. It's literally ginormous. So usually I'll have this unzipped where I could put this in between my legs if I'm sleeping on my left side, and then if I'm sleeping on my right, I just tuck this part right here underneath my belly, and then I put this in between my legs. Yeah, even just getting up to grab this pillow off the ground, guys, I need to catch my breath. But I love this pillow. I feel like it has helped me a lot. I do still wake up sore, so I don't really know if it's the best one out there, but it has been getting me through. So once again, I will have this linked in my Amazon storefront if you guys want to see the exact one that I have been using. So another thing that I wanted to mention that my doctor and I were talking about that's kind of more related to like the back pains and everything was, she said with the first pregnancy, usually the baby just kind of grows outward, whereas the second baby, everything is going down. So that's where you're gonna get all of like your leg cramps, back pain, sciatica, upper back pain, like just pain everywhere basically. And I was like, that's so interesting, because you would think it would be opposite, like the first pregnancy would be where you would feel like all the pains and stuff, and then the second pregnancy would be a little bit easier. So every pregnancy is so different from one another, and when she told me that, I was like, that definitely makes a lot of sense on why I'm having so much back pain. It has probably been my #1 symptom, because even right now, like my whole belly and like my back is already starting to ache, and I'm just sitting here. Another symptom that I've been getting is leakage. So I have been, my boobs have already started leaking, guys. It's crazy because I didn't experience this with Jaden. I don't know if it's because I've already previously breastfed, but they say it can happen in your first pregnancy as well. So it's just something I've never experienced with him. But I basically have to wear a nursing bra with a pad in it every day now, which kind of sucks, because when I was nursing Jaden, I wore a bra for a whole year straight. Like when I would get out of the shower, I would put one of my nursing bras back on. Like I was constantly wearing a bra, and I'm not used to that. I like to let them be free. I really hate like the feeling of wearing a bra like all day long. Even though nursing bras are super comfortable, they just feel like sports bras, I just like to be able to sleep without one. And one day I woke up and my whole shirt was just like, had this dried up breast milk, and I was like, oh my gosh, like I don't even know like if I'm losing all of my colostrum. So I do need to ask my doctor, like if my boobs are leaking too much, like am I losing colostrum, or will I still have enough when baby's here? So I've just been wearing a bra, trying not to leak anymore, because I want to try to save as much colostrum as possible. And if you don't know what colostrum is, it's like the most nutritious milk in the very beginning. They basically call it liquid gold. So apparently it's like super important to have when the baby's first here. Okay, next we're gonna talk about cravings. So I haven't really been having that many cravings. If anything, I would say my cravings are for very sweet foods. So I've been craving Oreos, ice cream, boba. I'm probably gonna go get some boba after this actually, because I've been specifically craving taro boba, and I'm addicted to boba, guys. Especially when I was in high school, I would get boba like every single day. The other day I was randomly craving like a Hershey's bar. So Drew was actually at the grocery store and I was like, can you please give me a Hershey's bar? He actually came home with a Hershey's bar and Sour Punch straws, which I was like, thank you, babe. You're the best. But yeah, basically anything sweet sounds really good to me. I do kind of crave spicy food, but I just won't eat it because my heartburn is really, really bad. Even yesterday was the Super Bowl. I had a little bit of chili and I came home and I was like, no more spicy food. I just can't do it because my heartburn gets really bad. Another symptom that I've been getting, I believe, is due to my hormones. So I've been getting this feeling like I want to cry a lot, but I don't actually cry. It's so weird. It's like, I just get this, like it comes really fast and then it goes away. And it's like a very like bad vibe. I really, really don't know how to explain it. But like my eyes will start tearing up, but I won't actually cry. I don't know if it's just because I'm overwhelmed. Like we literally don't have anything for baby girl yet. I have a few items like clothing wise, but we don't have our bassinet. I need to go to my storage and like see what I have left over from Jaden that's kind of gender neutral. But I've been a little bit stressed because we're trying to figure out like if we're gonna do a baby shower or not. I think we're gonna end up doing a mail-in shower just due to COVID, because I do know we have a lot of family and friends that want to gift us stuff. And this is Drew's first baby, so I know like his whole family is just super excited. But I don't know if it's because I'm just like stressed out, like thinking about how fast this is going along, and baby girl's gonna be here in like 2 months and we don't really have anything. I don't know what it is, but I get this really weird feeling like I'm gonna cry. I don't know if you guys get this either, but like when you're about to cry, like does your chin ever start to like tingle a little bit? Like, I don't know, I get like that when I'm about to like break down, and I'll get that feeling, but I won't actually cry. So I think it's hormonal, but it's definitely something that I've never experienced before. So next up, we're gonna talk about stretch marks. So I haven't gotten any stretch marks on my stomach. However, I did notice that I got some, I would say maybe about last week. I did get some on my booty. And I do always put lotion on my butt, but I haven't been putting my argan oil or like my stretch mark cream on my butt. In the area that I'm getting it, is kind of right here. It's not like my lower butt. It's kind of like my hip and my butt. So the good thing about it is I can still cover it with my bathing suit, but it just kind of sucks because I'm like, I didn't have stretch marks with Jaden. My mom doesn't have any stretch marks at all. So it's like, you know, stretch marks are very genetic. But this pregnancy, I have gained a lot more weight than I have with Jaden. I'm still gonna end up gaining more weight because I still have 2 months left. And usually they say that's when you really pop. It's like the last couple of months of pregnancy. So if I get more stretch marks, it is what it is. Usually they tend to fade over time. I'm not too worried about it. But I was kind of shocked to say the least because I was like, dang it. Like I thought I wasn't gonna get any stretch marks, but honestly I could kind of care less. So those are pretty much all of the symptoms and newer things that have happened during the second trimester. Drew is still not able to come to my appointments with me, which kind of sucks. He did come to my first one and we did have an ultrasound at that one, so I can't complain. But due to COVID and being pretty close to Los Angeles, we're about an hour away, they don't allow another person in the room while you have your doctor's appointments, so he hasn't been able to come with me to my appointments, but it's okay because he'll stay at home and watch Jaden anyways. So I also do not have gestational diabetes, thank goodness, because I have been eating a lot of sugar and sweet stuff, so I was a little bit nervous that I could maybe get it. I don't know how the whole thing works, but I thought like if I was just indulging in so much sugar, I was a little bit nervous that I was gonna end up getting gestational diabetes. And basically you just drink this like orange juice, or actually it's clear but it tastes like orange juice, or like an orange soda, but it's like really flat, and I just pound it and it actually tasted pretty good. And then they just drew my blood and I was able to get my results afterwards. I also got my Rogaine shot. I got it in my arm. which last time I remember I got it in my butt. And I actually made a post on the What to Expect app because there's like a community thing where you can talk to other women that are pregnant. And the group that I'm in is for the April 2021 babies. So all of us are kind of like around the same week. And I mentioned that I got my RhoGAM shot in my arm. And a lot of people were like, what the heck? Like I got mine in my butt. It didn't hurt, because mine hurt so bad, guys. Like my arm hurt the whole rest of the day. Luckily it didn't hurt the next day. It was just a tad bit sore, but the actual shot itself was like, it was pretty bad. Like it burned bad. And I got it right here, which usually I like to get my shots on this side. I don't know why I have a side where I feel like this arm can handle pain a little bit better. But I got it on this side, and for whatever reason, it just hurts so bad. And now I'm starting to find out that I'm gonna need a second dose of it if you get it in your arm compared to if you get it in your butt. So if you're gonna get your RhoGAM shot, tell them to put it in your hip or butt cheek, whatever. Because I remember I had it in my butt last time, but this time they're like, oh, you could do your butt or arm, whichever one. And I was like, well, which one do you prefer? And she said arm, so I was like, oh, okay. Then she gives it to me in my arm, hurt like heck, and now I'm finding out that I might need a second dose of it. So just to throw that out there, have them do it in your hip or butt cheek. So next I'm gonna talk about our 3D/4D ultrasound. So Drew's mom actually gifted us with this for Christmas. So we actually went to go see baby girl 2 weeks ago, and then this past weekend, and both times have been a huge fail. It kind of sucks because it's cool to be able to see the baby, obviously, in 2D regular ultrasounds, but the 3D ultrasound, it just hasn't been working out for us. So the first time she told me that I need to drink more water, which I drink plenty of water every single day. I actually drink my Yeti cup, and I drink at least 2 or 3 of these every single day. But basically she was saying the more water I drink, the more baby pees, which means the clearer the pictures come out. So I apparently didn't drink as much water. And then also baby girl likes to be very close to the placenta, because I remember during my anatomy scan, which was around 18 weeks, she was very close to the placenta at that time. So going to this 3D ultrasound and she's still very close to it, I was like, I don't think she's gonna move, because she was like, because the ultrasound tech was like trying to move her and get her kind of away from the placenta to at least try to get some pictures. I will insert a picture right here of what we got, so as you guys can see, it's not super clear. She was pretty close to the placenta, but one thing that we were all laughing at was the ultrasound tech was like, oh, looks like she's licking your placenta, and I was like, what? And you just see her tongue going like this. So funny. I was like, oh my gosh, I didn't even know like they could do that, or that it was even a thing for them to lick the placenta while they're in the womb. So I thought that was super cute. So basically she was like, you know, since we can't get good pictures today, you guys could come back and then we'll try it again. So then I just scheduled an appointment for the weekend after, and she's like, make sure you're drinking a lot of water. She said at least like 6 water bottles a day, so pretty much adding that up, that'd be like 3 refills of my Yeti cup that I showed you guys. And I was peeing so much, like it was to the point where it was getting annoying, but I needed to drink the water before it hit like 6 o'clock at night, because obviously I don't want to be getting up in the middle of the night to pee all the time. So I would wake up and like pound my water and get it down earlier in the day, and then the rest of the day I just would be peeing like crazy. So I did drink enough water, but the second time around, baby girl was not having it. She kept putting her hand in her face. Like at one point she like started to look like she was giving us the bird. And then we were trying to like get her to move and wake up, because she did seem like she was sleeping. And at one point her hand just like literally went like this. So it was kind of a bummer, because now we're gonna go back again. Not this weekend, but next weekend. And fingers crossed, guys, we will be able to get some good 3D and 4D ultrasound pictures, because I want to see who she looks like. But I will be 30 weeks by the time we go back there, so hopefully she'll be kind of more in the mood. Maybe she'll be in the right position, because she is still feet down, or maybe sideways, I guess, because her head is right here, and then her booty's right here, and then her feet are on this side. So I feel a lot of pressure pretty much all in this area. So she does still have a lot of time to go head down and get in position. So I'm hoping by 30 weeks she will be head down, and maybe we could get some better pictures at our next ultrasound. So that is pretty much all for this pregnancy update. I will go ahead and give you guys my belly shot now. All right, so here is what my belly looks like. Also, I don't like my hair today. I got these hair extensions, but they're just not working out. I don't like how it looks super choppy. Also, if you're wondering where I got this crew neck from, I got it on Etsy. So I will go ahead and link that down in the description box as well. And then these are also maternity jeans. I got them from Pink Blush, and they're pretty stretchy. I wish they had a little bit more stretch, but they will do for now. So this is how my belly looks at 29 weeks. I'll go ahead and pull this up so that way you guys can see. So yeah, I feel a bunch of pressure, just like all in this area. I didn't mention, but I also get a lot of rib pain. But that's just kind of occasionally. So I'm gonna pull this down. I'll show you guys how the belly looks. So as you guys can see, I don't have any stretch marks as of yet, but who knows, it can definitely change. Alright everyone, so that is going to be all for today's video. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you're new here, go ahead and subscribe and like this video. I love you all so much, and I'll see you next time. Bye. Mwah.